Hey y'all. Hey, let me get the right camera. Hey y'all. I, I always do stuff at the last minute, always trying to get things ready. So, anyway, I think I've got everything ready. And I'm going to show you, let me show you this photo. This is what these projects are based on. And this is the only photo I have. I tried to Google it and see these vintage projects, but I can't find a photo online, so I only have this that somebody sent me. And then I think I'm going to make this maybe for our Christmas event. I haven't made this pattern yet. I've only made the top two. So I'm going to be using glitter paper, foil paper, and there are so many options for both of those. I usually use recollections just because like I have this giant collection of recollections. But anyway, you can find lots of papers, and there's even one I thought I'll experiment with. This is called a shimmer paper, and you can get similar papers at 12 by 12 cardstock. The nice thing about 12 by 12 cardstock is you don't have to buy, some big giant pad of silver and you're not sure you're going to use all this silver. So that's the advantage if you just want to make a few, just a few ornaments. Okay, let me see what else. The pattern's number 131 in the paper glitter glue library. Let me see if this is cut. Yep. I thought I would try this rose color. I think this is really pretty. And use it behind the white glitter paper. We'll see how it works. Wait, let me show you the right size. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to switch to my overhead camera. So basically you need one color paper. I use glitter paper on the outside, but you could use it on the inside. For this one, I'm just using cardstock. I was kind of experimenting with that. I'm using this is an ornament hook, and I'm just kind of bending it, and that's going to function as the support so you can hang your ornament. And I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. Glue. One thing about glue is if you are gluing a tab with glitter paper, it's not real sticky. So sometimes you have to kind of work with it a minute to make the glue stick. Okay, so the next thing I have to do is switch cameras. We always go through this. Like I said, one day I will learn to use a fancy camera switcher. But y'all have been very kind and understanding about my kind of low tech. Because it's not really about the tech, it's about sort of the experience and, kind of working together. Okay, let me fix this camera. Actually, I think I have to rotate it. Lucy's, iPhone camera. And let's see, there's a rotate. Rotate. Let's see if it's right now. Actually, I think it's wrong now. I'm working. Okay, now let me see how it looks. Nope, it was. Okay, this is a camera. I'm going to rotate it. If I can find the little thing that allows me to do that. Camera. There, my hands are arranged in the proper orientation. Okay, so I cut this out on my Cricut. And the thing about it is, let me go back so I can see chats. So the thing about it is that it was actually a little bit hard to cut. I had to cut it through a couple of times So run it through a couple of times to get the glitter paper cut. So I just want to warn you that. So what I would do is cut it out on whatever your regular glitter paper settings are. Check on a little corner, check to see if it comes up, and if it doesn't, run it through again, and if it doesn't still, run it through again. Nan asked if I ever use double stick tape. No. And part of that is sort of based on my clumsiness. I kind of like, when I glue something together, I like having a little bit of flexibility to move it and get it in the right place. So, like, you know, so double stick tape doesn't allow you to do that as well. Now, other people use it all the time, but it's just kind of not my skill, and I really, really like glue. Okay, so the next thing, once you get it off your mat, is to fold along the score lines. And let me pull this one. I just cut this one so I can show you how the score lines appear. And basically, in glitter paper, it's very hard to see the score lines. So it's really important that before you try to glue it together, you've got all the score lines folded, because they are kind of obscure. You know, sometimes you have to like shine them, you know, arrange them in the light so you can sort of see where the score line is. And glitter paper is not as glittery, what I call contagious. It doesn't spread glitter as much as regular glitter does, but it does shed. And this white glitter is sheds less than the green. The green, it was really shedding. Okay, somebody said mirror the pieces and put the paper down. Okay, I thought about that you could put the paper down so the glitter side is on your mat. But the problem is, I just mentioned it sheds, so you're going to end up with a fair amount of glitter on your mat. So that's one reason I don't do that. They might be doing like a glitter vinyl or something, but for paper, I really don't think you want it face down on your mat. I mean, it's a good idea, but it's just not. It's just I'd rather, you know, try to do my own score lines. So we fold along all the score lines, and you have two options with both of these designs. One does not have a bottom, and that's so if you want to hang it on your tree over a little light, you can do that. And if you do that, I would use a transparent paper like a vellum or something. But actually, I was kind of surprised that how well light went through this 65-pound cardstock. Okay. So I've folded, and this one has the bottom piece that you can, I kind of like how I make gift boxes. The bottom opens up. All right. So the first thing after, you know, of course, you deal with the score lines is to glue the back piece. And I've, instead of using 4 separate pieces, kind of like how, doing windows on a little house, it's just one piece that's designed to fit inside. So let's apply glue, not glitter, although you can see glitter's all over my hands. There's Miss Martha Ward. Hey, Martha. And I see Tiffany. Oh, that's a good idea, to put down some paper on your mat before you apply the glitter cardstock upside down. That's a good idea. Okay, so I'm applying glue around the little tree silhouette. And getting this in place. And the nice thing is, you don't have to be like crazy precise, but I think the score lines line up. Should have used a darker background. Let's see. Let's just use this. The back of some of my foil paper. Okay, there. Doesn't it look cute? I love this design. My friend from the Cardboard Christmas forum sent this to me and asked if I could make a pattern for it. I like vintage designs. They just make me happy. I see I'm having to kind of make it be a little sticky. I don't want to have to pull out my painter's tape for something as simple as this. Really, if I'm just patient for a second, it should work. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to set it down and nope. The minute I set it down, it popped open. I know. Let's apply more glue to the plain side of the paper. See if that works better. And, if you smear it a bit, it works better. Kind of squish it down. I'm so happy to see y'all. Worked all weekend. I've got a project I had to get done this weekend, and I was really happy about it. I had it for an event that's going to be in late November to into December with the 12 by 12. Oops, see, not yet. Let's add our background piece. Okay, now we can do this. Yeah, I only brought out my Barely Art glue, but I wonder if the quick dry tacky glue would work better. Probably. It has more resin in it, more sticky stuff. Okay, let's put our background paper. And for the main ornaments, I use red foil because that's what it looked like on the photo. Red foil. Oh, shoot. If I didn't hit my microphone, you would think something was wrong with me. Okay, there's that one. Let's go back to our green piece. Looks like it's sticking. I think my sister is here. My brother is here, Ben, and my sister. And it's always nice to have family around, and I just slide this in. So actually, you could kind of use it like a gift box if you wanted. But if you're going to glue it shut, don't do it until you get the top on. Now we got to glue the little four-sided top. And we'll, like I said, we'll have the glitter issue here too. Rather, the stickiness of the glitter issue. Yes, acetate would look really pretty on that. Yes, hang it over a little light on your Christmas tree. That would be really pretty. Okay, so here is the top made. Now, in order to have a hanger, I wanted it to be really sturdy. So that's why I'm using this metal piece. But also, I hope I can do this. You could stick it through the kind of the little, I don't know if you can see it, this little hole in the top. Or you can poke a hole. And you could actually sew and add some line. I'm going to poke one hole. Try not to stab myself. Okay. There's 1, 2. Now I'm going to twist it. And I don't want it to pull through. So to solve that problem, I'm using a little hot glue. And you know I don't use hot glue very much, but I'm making like a little bed of hot glue so that it just adds more structure and this won't pull through. Yeah. Here we're going to fill it up. I'm going to try to leave that alone. I'm going to set it aside for a minute. And then we'll glue the top on. Let me go ahead and do the candle one. Really, that's my favorite. And I was pretty tickled that I got, the design is very much like the vintage design. I was really happy that it worked out so well. I'm peeling it up from my mat. Let me move stuff out of the way. This is a brand new mat. You know, most of my mats are so old that nothing even sticks to them, but this one is a brand new mat. So my paper is actually sticking. And we'll see how the rose. Barbara was watching while she's at work, but now she has customers, so she had to check out. That was very nice of her to stop by anyway. Okay, I don't want to rip this piece off. And this design has exactly the same option to add a base if you want. I just think it's so pretty. I really like that. Let me move some more stuff out of the way. And I think it's going to be pretty with the rose behind it too. Fold along the score lines, and you can barely see them. You can see them, but you kind of have to move the light around a bit. So with score lines, I always fold towards myself first and then fold away, because it's indented on the way on the the side that you cut it, so it's easier to find the score line that way usually. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah, I just have fun doing this. I wrote an email today and I said I'm busier now than when I had my real job. When I worked in the ER, I found that so draining that I only worked like two 12-hour shifts a week, and that was enough for me. So now, I don't know, I probably work 7 10-hour days. At least. Ben says at least 7 10-hour days. But it's all fun. All fun. Except tech stuff. Tech stuff's not always fun. Okay, so don't let me forget to fold along my score lines for my pretty rose-colored foil paper. Yeah, I always try to get an email out on Monday. I really mean to do it more often than that, but you know, you don't want to bother people. You don't want to be a pain. And I don't know. I mean, it's just hard to decide. People can always unsubscribe. Okay, I'm adding glue so we can add our rose-colored foil paper. I think this one's going to be a really pretty one. So this has 6 sides. And I haven't planned out what we're going to do next week. Next week's the week of Thanksgiving. I'm sure people will be really busy. Lately, what I've been doing is kind of revisiting crafts I've done in the past. Like this one I designed in 2021. And so I'll try to find something. I have an idea. I may just do some little ornaments, more little ornaments. Yes, don't you like the little candle? Wait, let me show you again. See? So I use that for inspiration, and you can barely see the star design on the side, but I I really like it. Yeah, I'm always on the lookout. I try to go to like vintage sites and stuff to find ideas like that. I had a number in my Halloween event, like that cat design, and then the owl. The owl was a vintage design too. Okay, let's leave that alone for a second. Let's do let's see, make sure it's still holding. Barely. Let's get the cap glued down. Lanterns for a Thanksgiving theme. You know, I hadn't done many lanterns because so many other people do lanterns, but maybe I could just do I just have to be creative and do my own design. Everybody's doing these kind of 3D lanterns, and that's just I don't like to do exactly what other designers are doing. Two people who do beautiful designs for that are Craft with Sarah, and she has an event going on. I think it's probably day 8. Craft with Sarah, and then Jennifer Maker makes beautiful lanterns too. So if you want those kind of 3D lanterns, let me see. I can't remember if this folds. I don't know. I think it does. Well, I can check on these. Yes, 2 sides fold in. Oh no, not Ben again. He's like making ideas that keep me busy. Oh, and the Christmas contest starts November 20th. Yes, Wednesday. So if you want to make a house, you can start making a house. And it doesn't have to be, it can be winter. You could do a fall one too. But anyway, yes, these could be place settings too. Now, if I was doing place settings, I think I would do foil with a like a vellum background or something rather than because you don't want little sticker things, little glitter all over the place. So you could spray it with like a fixative if you wanted, but that seems like a lot of work. We're trying to do stuff easy. So okay, so this is glued. Let's put our little thing in. Let me see how. Yeah, that one's done. So now it's secure, and the whole thing is secure with the hot glue done. So let's do the same thing for this one. I'm going to poke a hole so I have a separate hole. not right. Put one in, kind of the hole that was already in the top. Poke a hole. Then I'm going to try to twist it. Now I'm going to fill it with some hot glue. And make sure. So I'm going to let that dry. I think I'm done with the hot glue. Okay, now let's go back to our green one. Now we've got, this is how the cap goes on. Oh, okay. Somebody asked about the Santa like the cat. I've already done that design. That's going to be a part of my event. I've got the Santa dancing cat. Yes. I'm very excited about that. And when I was going through my papers for this project, I found all this foil, like, so I've got like gold foil and I've got black shimmer paper. I'm going to use that for the boots, and yeah. So the Santa is coming. And in the background, when I finish making this, which should be just a minute, if you look in the background, I think you might see an upcoming project or two. Oh shoot. Actually, I want it open because I want to apply a little pressure when I put this on, when I put its little cap on. I guess I got hot glue. I guess I could add a little hot glue. What I mean is I've got hot glue already warm. But then I can't keep, oh, I don't know. Let's try it, see if it'll speed up the process. Just put some, just to hold it down. There. Sherry, so what are you doing right now? You said you're loving the first one you're doing. Ouch. Yeah, I'm already burning myself. I'm not exactly a hot glue fan. I need something pokey. I'm going to use the back of my weeding tool. Yeah, now my weeding tool's stuck. Yeah, you see, not a hot glue person. Okay. Now we can close it up. And there you go. Now, if I wasn't doing it on video, I'd be more patient, and the glue issue would be less troublesome. Oh, on your Christmas house. Sherry Webb's doing her Christmas house. Yes. It's so much fun to make stuff like that, and then it's exactly see how if it comes out the way you envision it. And sometimes it's so much better than you expect. Okay. I'm not going to do the I'm not going to glue this one on right away because I want to do it right. And the difference between the tree and the candle motif one is that this has a bit of an overhang, so it looks more like a gazebo. So I'm going to do that afterwards, and then I'll post a picture in the group. But I really like the rose color. Okay, so now I'm going to move my camera again. I'm going to switch cameras. And I know my face has glitter on it. So, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let me switch cameras. I have to get to the right thing. Camera. Me camera. There I am. Good. I'm not shiny. Okay. Remember, I said there's some sneak peeks behind me. So, anyway, I think that's it for today. And we'll do simple ornaments next week. And the my Christmas event starts December 1st. It's all free. I'm going to do one design each day. And then I'll do a live each day as well, usually with a technique or something just a little different from the project we're doing that day. Okay, little paper scraps in the shower. Yeah, yeah, that does happen. Yeah, or on the cats. The cats are like all glittery and yes. Okay, alrighty. Let me see if anybody else has any questions. Looking forward to seeing your Christmas contest things. And
Paper scraps in the shower.
yeah, yeah. Ben says paper scraps in the shower. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I have to like dust off my feet. Yes, the mess quotient. Yeah, that's one of my skills. It's messy, and then unmessing afterwards. Okay, alrighty. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'll see you next Monday with some other little ornaments. I haven't decided which one exactly, but we'll do some little ornaments. Actually Martha said these she wanted to make them with her grands. The ones next week will be good to make with grandkids too. Okay, alrighty. I'll see y'all later. Bye.